It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be my... Oh, hey strugglers. I didn't see you there. What's that? You were distracted by my fat cake? My bodacious ass? You silly little strugglers always take your... Oh! Perfect setup, Scott. You've got them right where you want them. Lele Pons. Ever heard of her? She's an internet megastar, Instagram icon, YouTube personality, and more recently, recording artist. I wouldn't go so far as to say she's a household name, but if you know anything about internet culture, you've definitely heard of Lele Pons. In the commentary world, it feels like everybody and their dog has made a video goofing on her in one way or the other, so you've heard it all before.
Oh boy, her comedy is bad. This sketch is cringy. Ew, Lele Pons sucks!
And that's all fine and dandy. Sometimes it's fun to just squirm at some content that you don't like, but it's all opinions. Saying that something is cringy isn't necessarily a valid criticism in and of itself, so that's not what I'm gonna be doing. For what it's worth, I generally don't have a problem with Lele. Okay, stans? Please don't hurt me. But that's because Lele is not meant for me. Okay, it's the same way that I feel about, like, Paw Patrol. Do I think it's good? Do I think it's bad? I don't care. A 23-year-old guy isn't necessarily the target audience for that. And it's the same way for Lele Pons. Or is it? People always tend to brush off Lele's cringy content as not a big deal because it's made for kids, right? It's comedy for kids. Well, if that's the case, then what I'm about to talk about is even more concerning. I'm always very confused whenever I try to force myself to watch Lele's content. It's like a bizarre, poorly meshed mixture of adult scenarios and childish humor and sexual themes, and it just feels like you're watching a weird, hormony 13-year-old's nightmare. Like, there's this sketch where Lele is in high school and all of the jokes are really predictable and cliche and dumb.
Hey,
Yes, I have a pencil. I have about 50 of them, but I would rather die than waste one on you because you probably wouldn't know what to do with it. You're an idiot. You know what kind of idiot comes to school without a pencil?
You know, stuff that a kid would like. But then this happens.
You probably need to be punished for this. Teacher, he doesn't have a pencil.
I don't give a fuck.
Whoa, relax, big guy, jeesh. Then a little bit later in the same sketch, Lele and her best friend are fawning over this hunky boy. Ooh, do they have a crush on him? He's so cute. What the hell is that? Why is Vanessa Hudgens groping herself in a video meant for kids, Lele? Who thought that this was okay? If you look through her catalog, her most successful videos are the ones that a tween would be most likely to click on, okay? Parent-teacher conference, dating the popular guy, high school crush, cheating on a test, high school bully, super scary sleepover, sneaking out, how not to get bullied, I hate homework, how to avoid taking a test. The list goes on and on and on. Lele, you're 23 years old. The humor is just so childish in these videos that I cannot believe that anyone over the age of 12 or 13 is actually watching them. Unironically, I guess. But sprinkled inside almost every single one of these videos is some kind of joke or scenario that is not for kids. Look at this scene in the video Super Mario Run, for example. The entire premise of the video is that this 8-year-old kid is playing Mario, and then Lele and her posse are reenacting it in real life. It's a child playing the game, okay? This is a video about a child playing a game. Literal kids are clicking on this video. I wonder what type of stuff happens. Let's check it out.
Yo, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know. It's a whole new world, motherfucker. Yeah, but this one. What are you doing?
That's a nipple. That there is a nipple if I ever saw one, and that's a nipple.
Is this guy seriously that offended over a little nip? Wow. By the way, guys, I definitely know what sex feels like.
I'm not trying to be some party pooper here, okay? I'm with the times, you know, I'm hip. I ain't no prude, you know what I'm saying? But maybe we don't show a guy trying to suck a girl's nipple through her shirt to 130 million kids. Call me old-fashioned. Jake Paul does this stuff all the time, right? It's freaking gross. His audience is children, and he's selling them sex like they're old.
Yeah, my audience is definitely younger. I would say it's like 8 years old to like 16 years old, and so that's where I try to like cater the content towards.
Jake is a scumbag, and nobody is denying that. I think most of us know that Jake is a scumbag. But does that mean that Lele Pons and the rest of her crew are also scumbags? Something to think about. I actually considered the possibility that maybe Lele's content isn't actually made for children. Like maybe that's not the target market. Maybe the reason that there's so many inappropriate jokes and sexual themes in a lot of her videos is because it's intended for an older person to watch it. And I'll even give her the benefit of the doubt, and I'll assume that that's the case. I'll assume that she's making videos like Girls vs. Boys and Trick or Treating and the Easter Bunny, starring an ensemble of children. She's making these videos for people who are, let's say, 16 and up. The raunchy and explicit humor is a little bit more their speed. Maybe this clip in the video, My First Party, is only in that video because the video was intended for an 18-year-old to enjoy.
Hey, loser. Do you know where the frat party is?
No. I'm sorry.
Go back to your homework, geek.
Ew.
Yeah. 18-year-olds love that kind of humor. Maybe the reason that Mario and Luigi are constantly talking about drinking and doing drugs.
One shot? One shot. Let's do one shot. Fuck it. One shot. Perfect. 2 shots.
Let's do.
2. 3 shots, call it a night.
Woo! What are you guys, drunk?
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie. We're a little bit.
A lot.
Check out our new
took
friend.
10 mushrooms.
I hooked them up. I hooked them up.
Is because the target audience is 21-year-old college students. And maybe you can convince yourself that that's the case. So there's nothing wrong with these videos. Until you read the comments.
LOL, that's so me when my mom takes away my phone from me. I loved how this was so realistic and so funny at the same time. Who wants part 2? By the way, this isn't for likes, just wanna know. It's funny how the kid just doesn't know about the real game world. Me when time for reading but watches vids on YouTube. When mom comes pretend reading book and when mama is gone watches the vids again.
Yeah, never mind, these are kids watching this shit. Let's check out this video that was on the trending page a couple of days ago. It's from Lele Pons and everybody's favorite human Muppet, Hannah Stocking.
Hannah Bachata? Let me do this. What about your makeup?
Yeah.
Well, your makeup looks so good. But you were really good, though. Like, you were really bad.
It's looking super good. That's nice. Okay, take a look.
Excuse me, police? Yeah, it's youtube.com/watch?V=Z5LL. Lele, you can't do that. You can't just slip your makeup into a video like that without disclosing that it's an ad. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could tell that it was an ad because of my, advertising degree. No big deal. But the millions of 8 to 12-year-old kids that the video was made for, they're probably not gonna realize that. Not disclosing ads in your videos has been a no-no for a long time now. I've even talked about it on this channel before. The FTC has some strict guidelines against that, and I will report your ass and send you to jail. Do you want me to report your ass to the FTC? Because I swear to God, I will do it. So stop it. No. My confusion with this content doesn't stop on YouTube though. I think it might even get weirder over on Lele's Instagram account. As you would expect, there are tons of Instagram comedy sketches on there. Everybody's favorite type of content.
And then the prince and princess lived happily and ever after. I love you more. Braiding hair is fun.
I know.
It's humor for 13-year-olds. And clout chasing verifieds. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? 13-year-olds need stuff to laugh at too. I'm not saying that people are only allowed to make jokes that I think are funny. So that's fine. She's posting these sketches for her followers that are like 12 or 13 years old, right? But there's also a healthy dose of stuff like this. And again, there's nothing inherently wrong with posting a picture like this. She's an adult. She can do what she wants. She's attractive. Flaunt it if you got it, sister. But it's the combination of catering to really young people and older people at the same time that's super weird to me. Like, take this picture right here. This isn't something that you won't find on 1,000 other attractive girls' pages. But then you swipe over to the next picture, and it's a character that she uses when she's making videos and posts that are appealing to children. Is that not weird? That'd be like if Kim Rhodes would have been posting saucy pictures to her Facebook account back in 2006 while she was playing Zack and Cody's mom. She could do it now, and I don't think anybody would even bat an eye because she's so far removed from that role of entertaining children. But when your main audience is still kids, it's a little, I don't know, gross? What if the Wiggles all posted a picture of them taking a shower together? Or on the flip side, now that she's done a complete 180 with her career, what if somebody like Bella Thorne was still catering a portion of her content to the kids that would enjoy watching Shake It Up? That would be so freaking weird. Like, pick a lane. I don't know. And there are a ton of examples on Lele's Instagram where she'll post 2 pictures at the same time, and the first one is a sexy one. And then you swipe over, and it's something that would make a 12-year-old follower giggle. Who are you posting these for? Is it for the 17-year-old girl who's following you to double tap because your body goals? Is it for some weird 26-year-old creep to comment and give you some post engagement? Is it for an 11-year-old who thinks making a silly face is the peak of comedy? Who knows? And here's the thing. I know there's always going to be somebody saying, well, did you ever think that maybe she's posting them for herself? But come on, what does that even mean? Nobody posts for themselves. If that was the case, you just wouldn't post at all. You'd keep it to yourself. We post to show off, we post for validation, and we post for clout. Sorry, just exposed every single person on the internet. And listen, I get it. She's young, she's hot, and maybe she wants to be a little bit sexy, okay? I love it. If I'm ever feeling a little bit sexy, I might fuck around and post something like this on my Instagram too. Go follow me, just in case. But my audience isn't made up of literal children, okay? You don't really have the excuse of saying, it's my page, I'm gonna post whatever I want to. Because you know that there's a buttload, excuse my French, of children that are gonna get a freaking notification of your sexy picture sent straight to their iPad. So here's the way I see it, and this is just my opinion, but Lele made a name for herself doing the whole physical comedy, short form sketch, children's entertainment thing, and that's great. Good for her. She should be very proud. She's making a killing. She's a megastar. Awesome, that's great. But maybe now she's gotten to a point in her career where she kind of wants to start moving away from that. Maybe she doesn't always want to be the butt of the joke anymore. Maybe she wants to be just the butt sometimes. Maybe she wants to be a little less PG. Maybe she wants to start doing things for an older audience, like her music, for example. I actually personally think that her music is very good, and I think she could go pretty far with that if she focused on it. But it's a new audience. It's an older audience. So for the time being, while she's making that transition from being a child entertainer to just a regular entertainer, I don't know, she's riding the line between the two. And that's when we get this sexy ass ski trip followed by a Frozen ski trip. Thank you so much. Be sure to hit that notification bell, baby. Of course, like I said, this is all just speculation by me, and I'm an idiot and I don't know anything, but if I'm even a little bit right, I wish that she would just make the leap from this child entertainment stuff and just do what you're good at and make the music and model and all that good stuff, because right now you're doing that, but it's kind of at a half measure.
No more half measures, Walter.
I honestly think that a lot of people would come around to Lele Pons if she just dropped some of the frickin' cringe, bro. Stop doing all the cringe, dude. Stop trying to always appeal to kids and you will instantly appeal to everybody else. Sadly though, this probably won't happen as long as she is signed with Shots Studios. Shots Studios is the name of the management team that works with Lele Pons, Hannah Stocking, Rudy Mancuso, Anwar Jabawi, and Wampa Zurita. I hope I pronounced all those names right. Welcome to the frickin' Cringe Factory. Lele signed with them back in 2016 when she was 20 years old, and this is after she had already rose to stardom on Vine. So it's not like she was some nobody, okay? They didn't build her out of nothing. She had a following when she signed on. But I am absolutely sure that Shots played a big role in growing her YouTube channel to where it is today. If you look through the whole roster of creators at Shots Studios, I mean, they basically all make the same content. It's like a big formula that they all follow, and, you know, clearly it's been working for them. They're all very successful on YouTube. But Shots Studios wants to cater to kids. Lele Pons sings Frozen 2 for 6 seconds in this behind-the-scenes video.
To the unknown. Into the unknown.
Lele, Hannah, and Wampa build a snowman while dressed up as Frozen characters. Okay. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that they were maybe trying to bait kids into clicking on these videos. They also started a new channel called Shot Studios Kids that features mindless animation just meant to autoplay on loop in the YouTube Kids app. And they were gonna start a talk show thing with Hannah Stocking as the host. It was clearly gonna be aimed at kids, judging by this intro video.
Hi, how are you? I'm Hannah Stocking, the host of The Mindy Show.
Today, I am taking over.
This isn't what you normally see. we're gonna get weird and... Oh, no. Cut the camera. Sorry, I had to handle something.
But they haven't posted anything else to this channel, and that intro video came out in September of 2019. What happened to that?
What is your biggest fear? I have 3 biggest fears. Needles. Yes. Yeah. Needles. Zippers.
What? That's weird. Why? It's weird.
No, because like I'm scared because like I've had very like weird like experiences with zippers. Like they've gotten in my skin and stuff. So
yeah.
Stuff like that.
A zipper bit your skin off?
I mean, is this a human being or a cockatoo? But gosh darn it, you can't tell me that a 6-year-old wouldn't eat that shit up. Kids love this type of stuff.
What is your favorite dance move? Great question.
I don't know how long Lele's contract is gonna last, but I would have to assume it's not for much longer. She signed it over 3 years ago. They're probably coming close to the end of the term, or at least to a point where they can renegotiate and change some things. So, Dear Shot Studios, here's my plea. Okay, I'm begging you, I'm gonna get on my knees. Please, Shots, let Lele out of the chains. Stop forcing her to make terrible sketch comedy for children, please. Let her do what she's good at. Let her make music and make branded Instagram posts without the stupid face. Just use Hannah for that stuff instead. You can have her. We don't want her. Bring back the Mindy Show. Let Hannah be the dead horse that you beat until it stops spitting out money. But let Lele grow a little bit. As far as I can see, she has a lot of potential. And with all of this COPPA stuff, kids' content on YouTube isn't that lucrative anymore anyway, so just let Lele fly. Please and thank you. You didn't think this video was gonna end up being pro Lele Pons, did you? Caught you off guard a little bit. Psych! Lele is still shady as hell, okay? You thought I'd forget about the Amanda Cerny drama, deleting Amanda's Instagram posts because you were jealous of her success? I did not forget, Lele. You thought I'd forget about the hair donation scandal? No. You thought I'd forget about how Jessie Smiles said you were weird and rude to her every single time you guys met? Not me, Lele. You thought I'd forget about the whole manipulating kids into buying your makeup palette thing that I talked about just a couple of minutes ago? How bad do you think my memory is, Lele? I generally don't have a problem with Lele. Shut up, I lied. Okay. Whew. Subscribe to Pretty Much It and Zimri Mayfield. I want to end on a positive note. That's all I've got for you this time. Be sure to ring that notification bell, or else. This is me manipulating you. I hope it's working. Follow me on Instagram for those sick booty pics, and tweet at me if you know where I can watch the reality show Mr. Personality. I will talk to you guys again very soon.
Stop acting sexy for the kids, Lele. Stop acting sexy for the kids, Lele. Stop acting sexy for the kids, Lele. Child, you shouldn't see your butt. Stop acting sexy for the kids, Lele. Stop acting sexy for the kids, Lele.